Hey there and welcome everyone. In this video I want to share with you 3 of the main concepts that I'm using in my Human Basics Beyond Systems training. Now, there is one coming up this coming June 2018 in Croatia between the 10th and the 17th. And no matter whether or not you actually plan on going there, those 3 concepts are something that are absolutely crucial in all my work. It doesn't matter if it's my online work or if it's really this hands-on personal experience in workshops and in retreats. And once you grasp those concepts, I guess you'll understand everything better that I do and why I do it the way I do it. Also, within the next couple of days, I'll do a video for each one of those concepts, explaining them even further. Welcome again, my name is Egwin Ertl, I'm the founder of Beyond Systems and Scope of Life, and here we go, 3 of the main principles that I apply in almost everything in my work. One of them is actually as simple as experience. What do I mean by experience? Now, right now, there are so many informations out there, whether you get them from the internet, from a video course, from an ebook, from a regular book, or whatever. Still, no matter how much time you spend in the library or under a tree reading something, experience, hands-on, real-life experience is actually one of the most important and most crucial things that you have to actually implement in your life, that you have to use if you truly want to propel yourself forward, whether it's health-wise, personal development-wise, or just simply you want to explore your potential. Just reading some interesting quote sometimes gives you an energy boost, but really understanding concepts by making experiences with them in a guided way, that is extremely important. See, I really don't believe in the concept of you have to believe this because your teacher told you. It's always this really interesting concept of, okay, let's try to span out a frame within which a certain experience is possible, and then try to use this framework to make an experience on your own. Whatever you experience on your own is something that you'll have for life. It's not something that you will have to believe in, it's something that you have experienced, and that changes you or has the potential to change you in a positive, much more profound way than any just reading or watching a video or whatever can actually do. And especially in those hands-on workshops where I really give a retreat with a couple of hours of training a day or something like that, this is the most important and central concept. This is also why there are certain things that I simply can't teach online, that I simply cannot teach you via a video, not even via a Skype session, because sometimes it really requires this close proximity. It really requires making an experience in the real world and not just via a screen. The second very important concept that I'm working with is a multidisciplinary approach. This is obvious. The whole concept of Beyond Systems literally means that I'm taking basic principles that can be found in a great variety of different systems, and I help you to apply them. I actually guide people in this process of finding basic principles, basic working principles of how the body is working, of how the mind works, of how emotions work, of how energy and consciousness works, and how you can use all of them to fit them together into a toolbox that is for you and your life specifically. A multidisciplinary approach is the only way I know of to actually be able to facilitate the great variety that life gives us in terms of dealing with it. Because that's the point. Life is so completely complex. Each and every day we have the potential of experiencing something new. Each and every day, if we want to, if we choose to, can be completely different. And this is so important. Whenever you jump into a specific system, into one specific tradition, it doesn't matter what it is. May it be a specific meditation direction, may it be CrossFit, may it be yoga, may it be Pilates, Tai Chi, Qigong, Feldenkrais, Alexander technique, you name it. It doesn't really matter. No matter which system you are using, every type of system is always designed for a very specific purpose, thus can help you maybe at a specific point in life. But it is not the crown jewel of everything that you'll ever encounter in life. And so what's really important to understand when we talk about a multidisciplinary approach is that life can't really be put into one specific system that is currently out there. Maybe there is someday, but currently there still isn't one. So the best thing you can do to propel again yourself forward in terms of health, in terms of movement, in terms of agility, in terms of feeling alive, being conscious, being balanced in your emotions, and so on, is actually to use basic principles and to learn about basic principles of how your body works. Because basic principles, they give you the reins into your hands. They allow you to actually control the way your life goes, the way your thoughts go, and so on. And no real system can do that. Every system is always just a framework that you try to hold on to, but eventually, if you allow life to be life, which is sometimes chaotic, sometimes very spontaneous, every system at some point becomes a little bit rigid. And in order to facilitate this great variety and really this thriving aspect of life, in order to facilitate that, a beyond systems approach, an approach that lies outside of strict, rigid forms, is definitely the way to go. Another very important part and the concept 3 that I want to present to you today is the development of consciousness. This concept obviously partially involves the first two as well, but that's really one of the most core and central pieces. It doesn't matter if you're trying to fix something physical or if you're trying to improve your mental or your overall health, your well-being, or, which I think is always the best case scenario, you're actually interested in experiencing something new and in exploring what there is in yourself, what potential lies in yourself, in your life. It doesn't matter which one of those we're talking about. Developing your consciousness is always a very central piece. Let me give you a simple example. If we're talking about, say, a physical exercise, something like a squat or, I don't know, a pull-up or a push-up or something like that. Even an exercise that seems so straightforward, like one of those I just mentioned, can be massively increased in efficiency and in the positive effects it has on you and your life once you involve consciousness and a real, very aware and focused approach to performing it. And once you step off the idea of always trying to fix something with a specific exercise, instead go into exploring and allow your consciousness, your awareness, your focus, and your perception to work in conjunction to create the most efficient, most balanced outcome. If you don't do that, if you're not using your consciousness on the prime level, you can actually use it. First of all, you miss out on a lot of potential that actually lies within this human form and within your ability to use your life. Now, you might say, well, I don't really need any more potential that I'm using right now. I beg to differ, but of course, it's your decision. The thing is, just exploring doesn't really hurt. Just get a new perspective on what else is possible than maybe a 9-to-5 very narrow framework where life is put into a specific box. just allows you on so many levels to be more alive, to feel yourself, to have more fulfilled relationships, more fulfilled sexual encounters, more fulfilled health, and more just simple movement experiences with life, literally a better taste, better smells, and so on. So your whole experience just suddenly explodes intensity. It's literally like living as an adult, but with the eyes and with this exploration mode that a child has. Everything seems to be new, and there are so many colors and so many things to explore. And actually, if you think right now, well, that sounds stressful, it isn't. It's not stressful at all. It's absolutely amazing how rich a moment can become, how rich a simple exercise can become. Once you just include your consciousness and you allow for your whole potential that is stored within your body, within your mind, within your emotions, and within your energy, within your literally interaction with your surrounding. Using that potential can help to propel you forward on all levels, no matter what the question is. If it's health, you'll improve your health. You'll find that every tool that you are using, once you use it in a conscious way, not in a constantly distracted way with music on the side and stuff like that, while trying to figure out a specific micromechanical thing, for example. Whenever you really focus and you really allow perception and train your consciousness to go even beyond your whole physical body, that's the moment when true magic really happens, or what we perceive as magic, but what actually is simply real life. Alright, so those are the three major concepts, or three of the most important concepts that I'm working with, that I'm always integrating in my workshops, in my retreats. That's also what you can expect in those Croatia retreat Croatia retreat that's coming up between the 10th and the 17th. There is another one of those human basic training beyond systems retreats coming up in Bali in December. And as mentioned, no matter if you really want to go there or if you can go there, even if you want to, it doesn't matter. Those concepts are things that you can apply in real life on a regular day basis, even without going to the workshop. Obviously, when you come to the workshop, you'll grasp a much denser and much more complete idea of how they actually work. But still, in the next couple of videos, in the next 3 videos, I'll explain to you how you can apply each and every one of those concepts in your real life in a way so that you can already benefit from. I wish you all the best. If you want to check out the retreat, click the link in the description below. Stay tuned for the next videos, as they will explain much more about those concepts. And even if you are on my channel for some developmental movement or some pain relief or whatever is actually the thing that interested you and made you watch this video, just stay tuned for those updates, because everything that I say in those 3 concepts and in those coming 3 videos is something that can help you achieve whatever your goal is much easier. I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful time. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. Other than that, of course, if you like, please share this video and subscribe to the channel to stay tuned. Have a wonderful time, and maybe see you in Croatia, or at the very least in the next videos. Thanks for watching.